Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 2, Episode 103. It's me, Mike Bro, here. We are at the first edition of NXT Resistance in front of 7,153 screaming NXT Universe lunatics. As you can see, guys, on the left-hand side, I went ahead and updated the Rage and Resistance graphics. Sorry about it the last time that we forgot. But today with me, I have here to watch and enjoy the show as well, the glorious one himself, Cohen Bro. Cohen.
What up?
And I have my princess from Southern California, Easton Ava. What's going on, baby?
Hi.
All right, we're going to get straight into it, guys. The camera finds William Regal in the back addressing a single camera. William Regal says that while he's the commissioner of Rage, Triple H asked him to be the commissioner of Resistance until they find a replacement. And with that being said, NXT is splitting the brands was a big move, but this move comes ultimate opportunity. Regal goes on to say how 10 picks are revealed during the draft, and as the show progresses over the next few weeks, we'll find out the rest of the Resistance roster. But tonight, the now NXT World Champion, Roderick Strong, he was the Junior Heavyweight Champion, Cohen. We just renamed the belts, and we lifted the weight limit so anyone can challenge. Roderick Strong will put his championship on the line against none other than Johnny Gargano in the main event. And guess what, Cohen? A 30-minute Iron Man match. We are doing it big here at Resistance. Regal smiles as we can hear the fans going crazy in the arena as we fade out. The Roddy versus the World storyline, Cohen, has began.
Let's go Gargano.
All right, Kevin Kelly, Cohen, is our new announcer, and Steve Corino welcome us to the NXT, the former Ring of Honor announcing crew. Kevin Kelly says that tonight on NXT, we're going to have one hell of a show. Steve Corino says it feels like old times again, and he's glad to be calling the action with you rather than those numbskulls on Rage. The camera stands them for a while as we fade out. So Kevin Kelly, you look dreadful. Screw you. 68 C+. All right, in the opening match, the Revival defeat Ho Ho Loon and Tion Ben. And 4:48 when the Revival, Scott Dawson pins Tion Ben with a pinfall with a powder machine. Both teams have good chemistry. Tion Ben is getting better. Kelly and Corino are good killing matches. 48 for Ben, 39, and high 70s, almost 80s for the Revival. 56 C-. Tion Ben is improving in performance skills. These are two guys, obviously, Ho Ho Loon and Tion Ben, as I've told you before, who work in NXT UK, our developmental territory. Guys, the show ratings are going to be lower for a little bit because we're going to have to spread off the wealth and bring up some of the lower card guys, but I think it will be good for the brand as a whole as we progress. 56 C-. After the match ends, Dash and Dawson put their hands in the air in typical Revival fashion, celebrating. From when out of nowhere, Cohen, comes a returning Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, who haven't been seen since the Mega 12 Juniors finale show. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish lay fists into the Revival as the bell sounds over and over, the duo taking out two of the toughest men in NXT. As the beatdown finally ends, Fish and O'Reilly are left standing over the Revival, standing on top. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. A storyline started called an Undisputed Era has began, and Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, a.k.a., we're going to go ahead and steal WWE's name, the Undisputed Era has returned to NXT. 67 C+. What do you think about that, Cone? Were you expecting them to come back? Because remember, Kyle O'Reilly is only hinting at a face heel turn here. So he's a face right now, but he's turning heel. What do you think about that? Were you expecting him to come back?
Kind of, because I knew you were going to go somewhere with Undisputed Era.
Okay, Cohen unfortunately knows all the behind-the-scenes stuff, so he knows a little bit more than you guys. 67 C+ though here. We're going to continue. We're not going to turn him yet. Next up, Eric backstage. We're seeing Eric Young, the leader of Sanity, in the back with Nikki Cross and the NXT United States Tag Team Champions, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. Eric Young goes into promo mode saying it's funny, says Eric Young, while Rage will have a fit Sanity, we often feel like there's a resistance to Sanity, like people are scared of us. Eric Young then promises that Sanity is putting the entire NXT Resistance locker room on notice, and it's only a matter of time, Cohen, before he wins the NXT World Championship, and Nikki Cross wins the NXT Women's World Championships to go with NXT's United States Tag Team Championships. Eric Young says sooner rather than later, Sanity is going to rule NXT Resistance. So Eric Young did great. No skill improvements, 73 B-. And the next match, the returning Ty Dillinger defeats the local jobber Marty Gold that Cohen loves. Cohen loves his name. It actually says jobber. Marty Gold in 237. I like using the same guy over and over again. He's NXT's residence jobber. Cohen a 48D+. Commentary gave it a boost. 54 for Ty, 46 for local jobber Marty Gold. And Ty Dillinger Cohen returns after being off at NXT for 6 weeks, nursing an injury, kayfabe. But he returns back to NXT, 48D+. Ty Dillinger with the victory. Next up, Cohen, a video hypes that next week we'll have a fatal 5-way between 5 of NXT's Resistance ladies, with the winner receiving an NXT Women's World Championship opportunity the following week against Asuka. So we know Abby Lake, Candice LeRae, Ember Moon, and Nikki Cross will be 4 of the 5 members. Who will be the 5th member, Cohen? We'll have to wait until next week to find out. Asuka will be waiting because she will be taking on the winner. Candice LeRae came across good, Nikki Cross came across well, Asuka came across well, and the Resistance, is anyone ready for Asuka's storyline, has advanced. No skill improvements, 64C for the ladies. And as you can see, these are 4 ladies who I haven't used very much aside from Ember Moon for a little bit. So we're going to be getting a lot of ladies back on TV. Next up, William Regal in a pre-taped video says that he wants to introduce you to NXT Resistance newest female wrestler, the Princess Pirate herself, Kairi Sane, coming soon. So there you go. Regal was great. She performed poorly. That's unfortunate. But Kairi Sane has debuted her fan favorite gimmick. She will be coming to NXT soon. And just so you guys are thinking about it, hey, Kairi Sane's going to be the 5th member for next week. She's not. She's coming soon. While next week is soon, she won't be here that soon. Yes, Easton? Do you have something to say about Kairi Sane? Do you think she's pretty? What do you think? No, Easton doesn't think she's pretty. 65C. Next up, Cohen, we get a split screen of the NXT World Champion Roderick Strong and his opponent tonight, the challenger for that very same championship, formerly 1/2 of DIY, formerly 1/3 of the House NXT, Johnny Gargano. They'll be in the main event tonight. So that's still coming on tonight, Cohen. Roddy versus the World, 85B+. Next up, and about that had great wrestling but didn't have much heat, Candice LeRae and Ember Moon defeats Abby Lake and Mandy Rose when Ember Moon defeated Mandy Rose by pinfall with a top rope stunner. Ember Moon with the victory here tonight in tag team match, and this was a Diva storyline match, so 77, 83, 68, 68. Storyline has advanced and gained heat, 69C. Next up, we see William Regal in the back as Tyler Bate walks in. The two embrace. William Regal tells Tyler Bate that he has some big news now, as he himself knows as Pete Dunne, formerly part of NXT UK, our developmental system, are part of NXT Resistance. So Tyler Bate as well as Pete Dunne are both on NXT Resistance. Kind of like Sami Zayn and Cohen, they just can't seem to get away from each other, huh? Given that it went over so well, says Regal, Triple H has given him the go-ahead to call up 3 more NXT UK talents, and he's decided to bring 2 of them to the Resistance. Tyler Bate is excited and asks Regal who they are. Regal smirks and says, my dear boy. Just like everyone, you're going to have to wait and find out. Regal, though, mimics what Tyler does with his mustache, which gets a huge pop from the crowd. Regal tells Tyler next week he'll be teaming with one of them. So, there'll be 3 new members from NXT UK. 2 will be coming to Resistance. 1 will be heading to NXT Rage. And Tyler Bate will be teaming with one of them next week. Who could that possibly be, Cohen? I just told Cohen. He can't say it. 84B+. All right, next up, the camera recaps what happened earlier in the Revival and Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. It then shows a clip of Fish and O'Reilly Cohen running out of the arena with their luggage, making it out before the Revival get to them. They made an impact tonight. Fish was underwhelming. The Resistance has gained heat. All right, 74B- here. I'm going to keep going. Next up, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega will be here next week, Cohen. Almas did a massive job of improvising with the crowd. 65C. I would have hoped better for Almas and Vega, but it is what it is, I guess. 65C. And in the main event, in an exceptional match, Roderick Strong defeats Johnny Gargano in a 30-minute Iron Man match in 30 minutes by pinfalls 3-1. Roderick Strong makes defense number 5 of his NXT World Championship title. This got the crowd hotter. We've lost heat, though, in the Riot versus the World segment, but that's okay. I really thought that this match would have been better. Let's see what we got negatives for here, Colin. Gargano was penalized for holding back. Odd face heel. Yeah, odd face heel. That is what it is. It was face versus face, so that kind of lowered our rating. 86 for Gargano, 72 for Strong. A very, very, very solid match between 2 of our best workers. And here's the reason why. Strong is a face, Gargano is a face as well. We're not going to be we're not going to be turning either one of them in the near future. So I wanted to get this big first out of the way Resistance match. William Regal wanted to give the fans a huge match on Resistance for the first night. And there's no other, and I'm not a big hotshot booker either, but putting the 2 guys in a match in a 30-minute Iron Man match, 3 falls to 1. Roderick Strong getting a victory here. But I think you guys know that myself and Cohen, we don't like to just change titles back and forth for nothing. So letting Roddy go over Johnny Gargano here in a match that probably won't happen for a very, very, very long time on the first show. Didn't feel like we were wasting anything or giving anything away, but it did feel like we were giving us a huge main event for the brand split. And so Roderick Strong gets the victory over Johnny Gargano. Very, very strong match. As the bell sounds, though, Roderick Strong is declared the winner, having narrowly defeated Johnny Gargano 3 falls to 1. Roderick Strong and Johnny can both barely stand, and having wrestled one another for years, the massive respect is there between the two, and as Roderick Strong stands, he waits for Johnny to give up as well. The two shake hands and celebrate in front of the NXT Universe, as all of a sudden there is a tension as it turns towards the top of the rank where Eric Young, the leader of Sanity, just stands, staring a hole through both of them, letting the NXT fans, the NXT Universe, and the entire world know his intention of claiming the NXT World Championship is very well known. So he gained heat here segment. Eric Young again was great. No skill improvements. So Roderick Strong goes over Johnny Gargano, and Eric Young lets him know, I want your title. I'm coming for your title, Roddy. And Eric Young, he'll have some other people to talk to, like Almas and other people, but Gargano probably will get another shot as well to be contender. But Eric Young, Cohen, he's making it known that he wants to be the number one contender for Roddy Strong's championship. Let's see what we get here. Hopefully it's 75. 77, Cohen, excellent. This increased our popularity in 45 regions. This was NXT The Game, Season 2, Episode 103. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a
glorious
rest of your day.